Hey everybody, we're here with our buddy the Penguin, who's reading How to Play Chess Like an Animal by Brian Wall and Anthea Carson, now available at a bookstore near you. So, little Penguin, where's your teacher at?
No, I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Is she running late?
Yeah,
Phew. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, here she comes, and she's wearing a fancy feather boa. This is Anthea Carson, everybody.
Hi.
I'm sure you have a valid excuse there, Anthea.
Well, I was late.
Oh, you were late. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh wait, that's not an excuse. Is it? Okay.
So what are we learning today, Anthea?
Well, today we're going to learn a little bit about endgames.
Great.
Okay. Now, this is from a game I played yesterday at the Daily Grind in Pueblo. I had a tournament, Pueblo, Colorado. They have a great tournament there once every couple months, and they have great coffee, so it's a good place to go.
Cool. How'd you do, Anthea?
I came in first.
Wow.
And if I hadn't won this game, I wouldn't have. And
Sweet.
Okay, so it's my move here, and I was wanting to I was wanting to hang on to this pawn, but I was wanting to activate this bishop, both. And so
So just to summarize, white's up a piece in this position.
yeah, that's right. So I really wanted to win. I didn't want to draw. And actually, the past 5 games that I've played, and Mr. Penguin, you might want to pay attention to this, because this can happen to you too. I've been up a piece, and then my opponent gets a passed pawn and comes down, and I can't stop it. In one game, my pieces were all shut out over here, and they got a passed pawn, and it was so frustrating. So I'm just coming away from games like that, and so in this game, I'm like, here come these passed pawns, so I'm nervous. So anyway, but I wanted to hang on to my material, but I was nervous about the pawns. So the minute I leave this other than check here, actually, you know what, the king was here, so I didn't even have that check. But if I stay on this diagonal, I was thinking I could push the pawn and then I could activate my bishop. But actually, it turns out that would have been a big mistake, and I'm glad I didn't do that. What I did instead was I just went here, so that when after he took the pawn, and this is what happened in the game, he took the pawn, then I went here, so I did lose this pawn. But I kept it, but I ended up stopping something bad from happening, and it was because I still had the bishop involved in this. Whereas if I had taken the bishop off away from these squares here, then I would have been in big trouble, it turns out. Because after the game, I talked to the guy who played this, and I said I felt like I was in big trouble, and he said, turns out you were. Are you still listening, Mr. Penguin?
We need to get Mr. Penguin some Ritalin. I don't know that Mr. Penguin's paying attention.
Well, it turns out, Mr. Penguin, that I was in big trouble. He said, here's what I was going to do. I was going to push this pawn. Now, and actually, I think the rook may have been here. But anyway, so, well, then that complicates it too. Maybe it works fine here. Anyway, see here, he could just take back. So, let's just say he's there. Anyway, so he takes this, right? And I thought, well, even if he pushes this pawn, it's okay, because I'm okay. But it turns out I'm not okay at all.
Right.
No, you are, girl.
Black's got an in-between move there with the check.
That's true. Got to check. Well, at that point, I just lose the rook.
Right.
See? So then I lose this rook. That's terrible. So hopefully my bishop will be here. I think in one analysis, even this didn't work, though. Because in one position where he was here, if I block here, this doesn't work for me either, see?
Right.
Because if he takes, then he wins this, and now he's queening that pawn.
Right.
So
the king gets overloaded there, and there's no way to stop that black pawn.
Right. So the move that I did not see and wasn't calculating at all when I played this, was this move here. Just didn't even occur to me, because I just thought, well, I'll just take it. And there are moves like that in endgames that I just don't think, and I wouldn't have known how dangerous that was. Now it's my move here, so I guess this would have been how it could have gone, because I could put this in. I mean, I have to do something, because I have to have the bishop here, because the minute he checks me.
Well, we just looked at that though, and if you did play,
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Oops, sorry. So, Mr. Penguin, it turns out it wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have mattered. So I would lose, and then just to see what that looks like, I have to step away. He wins the rook, and now he's going to queen that pawn. I think maybe I can sack the bishop for it or something. But I went from being up a piece to, losing. So all because I wanted to hang on to that pawn.
You lost?
No, I won. I won.
Well, let's see how you won there.
You want to see the win?
Queen Penguin.
Oh, you know what? I can't remember.
Okay.
Okay?
That's fine.
Bye, kids.
Okay, bye.